Good evening. Welcome to Minnetonka. We have our Edina Hornets just taking the ice to take on Minnetonka on rink number 2 here at Pagel. We have a little perch up here. Not sure how our Wi-Fi or connection's going to be today, but we'll see. With me on the call is Mr. Efren Berman and Chris Dorsey, so they'll be taking over here shortly. Boys just took the ice, have about 3.5 minutes left. Are we good?
Good evening, everyone. We're here at Minnetonka's Pagel Arena, second rink. Pagel like bagel. Pagel like bagel. Edina is sporting their dark green jerseys today up against Minnetonka Blue. Minnetonka Blue. This is Minnetonka Blue sitting in 7th place at the Mona. Edina is sitting higher up in the rankings, but have a whole bunch of games in hand. So we're going to have to come out strong here if we want to hold our position up in districts. I'm out here with Chris Dorsey on the call today. We're perched up high above rink 2. What are you looking for, Chris?
Well, let's just start with Minnetonka. The name derived from a Dakota Native American word meaning big water, but there's also a secondary definition, and that is the city we play every other game. And I'm expecting more of the same, a Hornet victory, because we beat them every other game.
Minnetonka starting, looks like they're, is this the team with the big goalie? He's a good goalie, number 39. We've seen him a bunch, as Chris is mentioning. We do get to see Minnetonka quite a bit. They do carry 2 teams in our division. And we'll be back with you in about 90 seconds once the thing gets going. All right, warm-ups are all done. Boys have gone to their traditional around the net. Minnetonka going for the more traditional high school pregame celebration in the corner. Chris, I think we should start ranking which celebrations lead to victories for the different teams.
Well, I'm curious about this corner celebration.
It's very high schoolish.
Yes, it is. And maybe as we head towards down the final stretch here, we should employ the corner, sticks up corner.
Not that it's a sign of things to come, but two different Edina players, Zach and Wyatt Smith, managed to drop their paddle right around the blue line. So maybe there's a sinkhole over there. Gorski on the draw. Sprague and Smith out there. Edina wins the draw, back to Hughes, who fans on that same blue line. We chip it up the wall, Smith there to collect it. He holds on and flips it over towards Gorski. Gorski's got Sprague cutting down the middle. He finds him. Sprague's going to have a shooting attempt. He lets it go off the belly of number 44 from Minnetonka. Good job by Sprague to pick up the rebound. Gorski swings around the defender. Now the defender picks up the cross pass behind as Sprague picks up the loose puck. He's got Smith in the high slot. Good move by Smith to hold fire. Near side shot. Squeaks by. I think it was tipped there by the blocker of Corona, big number 39, the goalie here for Minnetonka. Nice job by Sprague to hold the puck, pulls three defenders towards him, gets it back to Smith. Smith gets stripped at the last minute, and now Minnetonka comes on a break. Hughes picks up a errant pass, and now Gorski comes away with it. 1-on-4 as his teammates are going for a change. The puck rolls off his stick into the corner. He rings it around to Kelly, and now Gorski goes for a change. Bancroft going to put pressure here on the defender. Good job by Hughes to step up and hold that line. Kelly back to support, as is Bancroft. They bang away at Hughes' legs. The puck squeezes by, and now we have a bit of an odd man rush. Puck thankfully rolls out of the reach of the Minnetonka player, and Prang's the first one on it. He stops, cuts back, stays with the puck. He rolls it slowly to Bancroft, who's going to get pressured here. Bancroft does well to get out to center ice, and Minnetonka picks it up just outside the blue line. They roll it the length of the ice, and that should go for icing. And Connor Banks, wanting to make a, well, I don't know if it's a name for himself, but to be seen.
That's a statement jersey.
That is a statement jersey right there. Number 14 sporting their practice jersey.
Look at me, I'm different.
What font do you think he wrote that number 14 in?
I think that's New Times Minnetonka.
Minnetonka. Minnetonka comes away. Bearer of water, carriers of seas. They go wide, and number 25 cuts to the middle, steps himself offside as Prang kept the puck carrier wide.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to rib Jeremy about this with his son's unique jersey.
You know, he goes out of town and he takes the jersey with him. That's what happened. Puck goes into the corner. Frank from Minnetonka chips it down below the net. Bancroft gives it back to Minnetonka. It's 25. That shot goes off the shin guards of a Minnetonka player, and Banks, sporter of a dark green jersey, pushes his man to the side. No call, thankfully, and Dorsey collects it. Dorsey scoots around one player, not two. That shot knocked away by the flailing stick of Dorsey, and it goes in the corner. Behind the net goes Minnetonka. This game doesn't exactly have the same fluidity to it as it did in Roseau. Kirk spins and rolls it to the middle, but Dorsey there to pick it up. Bancroft holds up, stays onside. Dorsey looking, good cross-ice pass, just sticked away from Kelly at the last moment. Minnetonka with a bit of a late change, but ultimately that should spring one of their players. Edina gets in the way and breaks up the entry pass, but Minnetonka keeps it in the zone for a brief moment. Kelly tries a second time, can't get out. Third time, this time they do. Third time lucky for Edina, and Minnetonka forced to regroup at center ice. Here comes Taff. He goes through the legs, but good job by Hughes to hold the body, and the puck rolls into the far corner as Sandberg goes to collect it. That puck rolled from the point. Shot on, good job by Zach to hold his post, and Hughes gets it up to Olsen. Nash Olsen comes down the right-hand side. Sandberg surveying the situation, turns on the jet, goes hard to the net. Olsen wheels behind, stops, checks it down to Sandberg, but Minnetonka, wise to the pass, makes a cross-ice pass. That goes the length of the ice, and that might go for icing, and it does. Hughes with his very best running man to make it look like he was skating.
Yeah, interesting. Hornets came out with a lot of pressure in that first shift, and then the tide sort of shifted on that second one. Let's see if we can regain it here on this third shift.
I'm not sure Zach is impressed by his dancing parents in the grandstand, but we'll keep doing it. Minnetonka slowly wins the puck back. Good job by Olsen to step in and pick that off. Minnetonka tries a second time to get out. This time it's Sixstad who puts it in deep. Sixstad keeps it on the sidewall. He steps, rolls it towards Olsen. Sandberg there on his backhand. He loses it, and here comes Minnetonka. Number 18 goes wide. That puck bounced over the stick of 10. And good job by Lundqvist to position his body and eliminate that break-in attempt. Minnetonka tries to swing the puck around the boards, and that's going to cost, I think it's Olsen too, as he introduced Non-Weiler to the boards, who looks over Olsen. Olsen adjusts the adjusts the salad, gets it back inside the helmet, and he's back to go to the box.
Yeah, he basically put the old shoulder into him and stapled him into the boards, and he is guilty.
All right. Smith and Sprague out there as forwards. They're waiting for the parentals to sort out the penalty box. Got 90 seconds on it. Back to 90-second penalties here in district play. Smith pushes the puck to the sideboards, and now he steps up and intercepts the pass, and now he's got himself a break. Here goes Wyatt Smith. He looks fired. Good low shot, smart shot. Sprague puts the rebound behind the net. Good way to kill some time, and now Smith comes out of the corner with it. Tried short side, wasn't there. He held on to it. Still on the puck in the corner. Minnetonka going to try this time up the left-hand side, and here comes 25. Great back check there by Sprague. The ref tries to throw a pick, unsuccessful, and Minnetonka is forced to roll behind the goal crease. Number 25 blows a tire and banks on it. He chips it over to Smith. What a penalty kill shift here by Smith. That clearing attempt was not exactly what the doctor ordered, and Minnetonka takes control at the blue line. Good smart play by 25 to let it go to his teammate, and hesitation there by 16 as he entered the zone. Throws 17, our 27 offside, and we've got a face-off just outside the Edina zone.
Yeah, so far Minnetonka really hasn't put together any sort of pressure on this man advantage. Credit Smith for some very aggressive forechecking.
Gorski out there now with Smith. Interesting.
Again.
And again. Hughes holds the puck as Minnetonka runs into them. Now Minnetonka takes control. Low shot. Rebound pops up. Still free in front. It's available. Good job by Gorski to knock that away. And they still battle for it. Zach has lost his paddle in front of the net. He's waiting for that moment to pick it up when danger has alleviated itself. Minnetonka brings it to the blue line. Hard movement in front there by number 17. Good job by Hughes to push him away. Zach now able to collect his stick. That low shot while Zach is down. He was able to push that aside, thankfully. Now this can't speak. Puck comes back to the blue line. Shot in, off a body, over the boards, and we have a whistle.
Dangerous moment. Zach losing his paddle there. And I thought he would pick it up right away, but discretion is the better part of valor there as he was minding his net.
Dorsey now on the draw. House and Lundqvist back on D. Bancroft, the other winger, he's going to put pressure on 12. Good play there. Forces a bad pass, and Dorsey picks it up. Dorsey getting hooked from behind. That's going to cost Minnetonka 90 seconds, and there's the call. Good job, Edina! Great aggressive penalty killing there, both by Bancroft and Dorsey. Now we're down to 4-on-4, and actually, the penalty is expired. The guy in the booth didn't let me know, but the penalty is expired, and Edina will actually go to the power play here.
See if we can make something happen here. 7:18 left.
Lose the draw, but Minnetonka brings it back to Banks. That was nice of them. We turn it over, and here comes Minnetonka. They've got a streaker on the left side. They can't find him. They roll it over and all the way down into Edina's zone, where Banks puts it behind his back, loses it to 13. We can't seem to get much in the way of anything going. Good news is neither can they. Here comes Sprague down the right side. He chips it. Nice play over to Dorsey. Dorsey's going to cut wide. Now he cuts to the middle. Good stick there by number 11 at the last moment to knock it off his stick. Dorsey comes away from 12 of the corner with the puck. Good defension. Cannot speak. Good defensive play by 11 in front. Maybe that mid-afternoon nap is not advisable on game day. Dorsey looks for Olsen. Olsen gets it knocked off his stick, and here comes Minnetonka. A potential of a 2-on-1. Banks picks up the first player. The second player goes for a change. Zach casually puts it off his right leg. Puck goes behind the net. Bancroft loses his stick. Doesn't like that. Runs into the Minnetonka player, and Sprague picks it up. Sprague chips it up to Olsen. Olsen leads the rush. Number 16 versus 16. 16 and white wins that battle. And Dorsey there to pick it up. He gets stripped, no call. I guess you only get 1 call per shift. I guess that's how that works. Sandberg, hard off the bench, holds the line. He leaves it in the corner there for Olsen. Olsen brings it back to the point for House. House picks it up on the back end. Dipsy doodles his way around the forechecker. He winds, he fires. Just kidding. He toe drags, loses footing, and there are bodies flying everywhere. No shots, just bodies.
Tremendous pressure, but as you're right, no shots on that.
Boys are tied up behind the net. They come up to the near side, and Minnetonka chips it by the defender. Good job by Sigstad to come back and cover up for the defensive man who was pinching. Kelly tries to toe drag around their defenseman. No dice. Sigstad gets a stick in the way of that clearing attempt. The puck goes to the sideboards where 3 of them and 2 of us push for the puck, and White comes away with it. Good job by Lundqvist to knock it off the stick of 16, and now Sigstad picks it up at center ice. That's knocked off his stick. And now House leads the rush. Maybe he'll wind and fire. Nope, toe drag. Chip to the net, rolls calmly towards Corona, and he mitts it for a faceoff.
I've just sent a memo to the coaches advising them no more toe drags, maybe some more passes, maybe an actual shot. That would be nice to see, a nice shot.
We're not counting shots, but it's not much off the 0-0 that we're seeing up on the scoreboard. Gorski wins it towards Smith. Now it comes back to Hughes. He puts it in the corner. Gorski pinned to the wall. Good positional play there by Minnetonka, but Gorski comes away with it. Smith has got room at the point if he wants it. Nope, stapled to the boards. Smith gets taken down, no call.
No call.
Sprague now has got room at the point. That flips towards the middle. Gorski knocks it down with his hand. And so, all right, we got a lot of whistling and some screaming and some chatting. I'm gonna guess no call. Well, all that whistling was a whole lot of noise. Puck comes back to Hughes. Hughes winds, fires, misses by a country mile. Good job by Sprague to pressure the winger. He gets it to Gorski. Gorski turns, fires, goes behind the net. Smith gets underneath the defenseman for a moment, forces a bad clearing attempt, and they keep it in. Great shift again by Smith, who's playing a whale of a game. Minnetonka tries the boards again. Again, Edina holds it. Sprague gets it down low to Smith. Smith stops, changes direction. He's got room in front, puts it on the stick of Sprague, who I don't think was expecting it. Smith picks up the loose puck to Gorski. What a save by Corona, moving from left to right. Shut down the 5-hole as Gorski tried to hammer that home, and Minnetonka dumps it in. Long lead pass up to Gorski, who chips it up into neutral ice and goes for a change. Here comes Minnetonka. Good back check by Bancroft, eliminating that shooting attempt. Shot from the point. Ooh, dangerous for a moment. They almost had a guy down low with the puck and nobody home for Edina. That puck comes to the blue line no farther. Minnetonka holding the line once, twice. Now we get a shot. Low shot. Zach steers it aside. 3:20 left to go here in the first. Good job by Andrews. Losing my voice. Needing a drink. I'll get up the intermission. So. Puck comes to Hughes in front. Good pass. Outlet pass to Bancroft. He looks and tries to find Kelly out of his reach, and Minnetonka forced to recover behind the blue line. Now Minnetonka comes back the other way. Prang has jumped onto the ice. They roll that towards Zach. No icing. Connor leaves it for Minnetonka. Not advisable. That shot. Ooh, rebound. Dangerous rebound. Squirted out in front. It looked like it got the inside of Zach's pad. Thankfully, he comes out to neutral ice, and a broken play ends up on Kelly's stick. Kelly's got room wide. He rolls it towards the net. That goes past the far post. Clearly don't believe in hitting the cage today. Overrated. Banks keeps it in, and here goes Bancroft. 2:22 left to go in the first. Let's see if Edina can put a little bit of pressure on. Prang brings it back to Banks. Banks steps inside the
Banks.
two forecheckers. Oh! Puts it underneath the stick of Bancroft, who switches position with Sigstad. Bancroft winds, fires, tipped. Puck available in the crease. Nobody home for Edina, and Minnetonka. I think Minnetonka.
Yeah, it was a cross check.
Yeah. Minnetonka is going to go to the box for 90 with 2:05 left to go here in the first.
Edina's had the advantage, I would have to say, 2/3 of this game. but decidedly down on the shots.
Sixtet on the draw out there with Smith and Gorski, changing up some wing position. Gorski on the wing. That should be a hand pass. Hits the Minnetonka defender, though. That'll get waved off, even though it wasn't called. I would wave it off after I would have called it. Hughes gets it to Sandberg. It's tied up in his skates. Still in his skates. Remarkably, it is still in his skates. One of the many taps on this team dumps it in deep, and Gorski goes back to collect it. I believe Gorski playing the role of defenseman on this power play. Errant pass by Edina into their own slot, and here goes Gorski with a head of steam. He looks to make a pass, then holds on to it, cuts to the top of the circle, holding, toe dragging, losing, and Minnetonka attempts to clear it. Good job, though, by Sixtad. Smith unable to hold the line, though. Edina can't get much in the way of much. I think Smith would have been introduced to the boards, but the ref got in the way and shielded him from that. Minnetonka floats it up the middle, where Hughes picks it up. They've got room if there's a change, if they can stay on side. Now here comes Smith down the right side. He leaves it to Sandberg, who wires into the belly of Corona, and we'll get a whistle.
I think Corona, he covers up a good 50% of that cage. He's got a big guy, huge guy index of 8.1, which is good.
Minnetonka's set up to the right side of the goalie. The faceoff will be to the left side of the goalie. Dorsey on the draw out there with Bancroft and Lundqvist. Comes to Bancroft, who winds, fires. Good low shot. Rebound just above Kelly, and now Minnetonka is going to come down. They try and beat House unsuccessfully. They get it to the blue line, and now Dorsey circles. He looks up to Bancroft. Bancroft comes down. Good back check there by 18. He leaves it for Dorsey, but just behind him, Minnetonka is now going to try and lead a rush. Lundqvist intercepts, and we got 40 on the clock. House cuts back into his own zone. He's got room up to Bancroft. I think the entire arena was screaming at him. They stay on side. Bancroft winds, fires off the stick of Minnetonka and into the rafters. And Johnson shoulder. Face off to the left side of Corona with 28 to go.
All sides squared up now as the penalty is over. Let's see if we can get something here in the last 30 seconds of frame number one.
All right, here is the play for the Hausitzer. Dorsey, Bancroft, Hausitzer, low shot, good shot. Kelly a little too far to the side of the net. Otherwise, that would have been a good tipping opportunity. Good job there by Lundqvist to break up that pass. Dorsey getting mugged at center ice. Somehow Kelly's stick ended 3 zones behind him, and here comes House with 10 to go. He loses it center ice. He fights for it back. He rolls it to the line, and Kelly's on with 4, 3, 2, and that'll do it. Unless there's a stupid penalty. We're good. I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back.
So there you have it. All right, all ready to start the second period. Henry Sixtad on the draw. The score is still 0-0. A spirited match so far. Henry gets the draw back to Banks. Banks has his jersey. He's got his official jersey back. Banks around the corner, scoops it away. Tonka tries to center it, goes around. Nash is going to pick it up on the far and tries to get up to Sandberg. He does in neutral ice. Sandberg gains the line as he rolls in. Oh, and he takes a shot, and it was just deflected by Tonka as Tonka starts coming the other way. And they got a break opportunity here. Big number 17 gains the line. Banks battling with him. Trailer and Minnetonka tries to center it, gets it around, and here's a shot. It comes away with Banks. Banks gets it up to Nash. Nash driving through the neutral zone. Looking at his opportunities here. We got 3-on-3 hockey right now. Nash just sends it around the corner where Prang's going to pick it up. Prang down, working in the corner. Tries to bring it around towards the back of the net. Swings back the other way. Looking to center it to somebody, but Tonka comes away with it. Henry tries to force it back down. He does a good job at that, and Tonka just scoops around to the other corner. Banks pinches up, ties up Tonka. As Banks is just working it. He gets it back to Henry. Henry just floats it up to Nash. Nash tries to center, and Ephraim is back, which is always good news because my commentary stinks.
Is Connor wearing his good jersey?
He's got his jersey back. What? I think that was the problem in the first period.
That was the problem right there. Lack of a jersey.
Yes, the entire scoreless first period will be blamed on Jeremy Banks for failure to have the jersey. Now that it's back, the kingdom has been restored, and it should go Hornets' way the rest of the game.
Gorski in the corner, evades the ref, brings it back to Mizzle. Mizzle and Sprague, a little miscommunication. Now Anders got it. Oh, floats it through the legs of Gorski, who's unable to tip it. This comes back to the point. Minnetonka picks it up, and now they come harder down the left side. They try their own version of a toe drag, near side shot, stick to side there by Hughes. Gorski tries to run through the forechecking winger. Good job by Sprague. Oh, better play by their defenseman. Sprague and Pauly playing a mean game of catch at the blue line. Edina unable to get it out. Now Gorski leads it up to Smith, and we've got a 2-on-1. Sprague cutting down the left side. What a pass! Shot! Rebound! Oh! Nice save by Corona. Great pass by Smith over to Sprague. Sprague looks to Dorsey. Good step up there by 13. And Minnetonka comes back. The energy in this game has picked up sizably as we've entered the second frame. Anders Mizzle picks up the puck, goes off the end boards to Hughes. Hughes throws himself into the boards to avoid a check that I don't think was coming. Floats it up to Sprague, and Sprague, thanks to a lucky bounce, evades Frank and goes in deep. Dorsey going to put pressure on their defenseman. They jockey for position, and Minnetonka puts it to the far corner. Only one there, though, is Kelly. Kelly, though, sees it roll off his stick, and now Bancroft's going to have to get there first. He brings it back to the point. Hausitzer time. Shot. Rebound. Oh, deflected down. Bancroft from the circle. Another save by Corona.
Corona just earned himself a bottle of Corona. We'll put that on ice for a few years because I don't think he's legal yet.
He's tall enough.
He certainly could walk into a bar and order a Corona.
All right, face off to Corona's left. Dorsey on the draw. That looked like a false start in football. Comes back to House. House tried to toe drag the pass, but now we have a breakaway from Minnetonka who read it. 17 coming in, pressure from behind. Zach squeezes it between his arm and his leg. And now Kelly comes back. The speed of this game, as I mentioned, is picked up. Oh! Kelly goes sliding into the end boards after making a great cross-ice pass just outside the reach of Bancroft. Lundqvist winds, fires. That goes short side, misses. Kelly still looking for room. He gets run into. Good job by Minnetonka to strip the puck. They go up the middle, and now 17 is trying for a second breakaway of the period. Lundqvist says, no thank you. And here comes House. Why is House lead? This is crazy to me. The ref is very uncertain. As it was I, that should have been offside, but no call. Kelly on it. Floats it gently off the foot of a defenseman and into the corner. Minnetonka tries to break out the middle. Nobody home but Lundqvist. He's going to get pressure from behind. He shoots it in the zone safely. And now Minnetonka recovers. Now they've got numbers. It's a 3-on-2. Minnetonka comes down the right side. Shot. Rebound. Lundqvist I think, saved that inside his breezer legs. Good lead pass to Sigstad, who chips it up the ice, waved off his icing, good play. Interference from 44, no call. Now Nash evades the ref. That's the third time I have to say that today. That's not a good thing. Ref should be not seen or heard, maybe? I don't know. Puck comes around the board. Sandberg tries to break that up, squirts through his legs, but he slows it down enough to keep it in. Now Banks, New Jersey and all, rolls it towards the net. Chip shot. Oh! Olsen picked up that shot as a pass, tried to bury it, and Minnetonka goalie standing strong yet again.
End-to-end action. Corona's working up to a six-pack by now. He's probably getting thirsty. He's a big guy.
Sigstad on the draw. Olsen tries to chip it deep into the corner. Minnetonka able to rush it around the boards. Sandberg there, though, to keep it in. Olsen, who managed to get himself run to the boards a bunch of times when we were in Roseau. Good play there up against the sideboards. Great pass by Sandberg. Shot from the point. Deflection opportunity. That still went wide, but good puck moving by Edina. Good job by Sigstad as Prang gets stepped up down low. Sigstad steps up as that puck rolls the length of the ice. Banks goes back to collect it. Over to his defensive partner in Prang. Prang pressured there by two players, able to chip it by them, and Sandberg gets it up the middle, just outside the reach of Olsen. Here comes Olsen down the right side, shoots it in. Ooh, Corona trying to play that puck that kind of jumped over his paddle. Maybe that's his weakness. Shoot from the other side of the red line.
Or just shoot it all.
Good job by Banks trying to hold the line, but did so about 6.5 inches on the wrong side of the blue paint, and that'll go for an offside.
Can we go back to that breakaway where Zach, nerves of steel, just turned that away? I saw him pump his glove before the guy came down on him. It was so great.
You will notice Zach setting with that pump almost on every shot. Kind of gives his dad a little bit of heartache. But anyways, I'm up here. He's down there. He chooses. Gorski knocks it out of midair over to Smith. Smith circles. He's got room at the point. Cuts back to the middle. Tried low short side. Good shot. Sprague there in support. Over to Gorski. Gorski to Smith. This time he fans. No shot. Minnetonka tries to cut up the middle. Mizzle knocks it off a stick. Hughes turns it over unintentionally. They roll to the net, and that is shot wide. Next shot goes into the crease, and Zach kicks it out over to to Sprague. Sprague rolls it into the zone, and Smith on it. Smith there behind the net. He brings it back to the point. Mizzle going to get pressured unexpectedly from the side. He gets it to the near side post, and now Minnetonka comes back the other way. Many people trying to be the referee here in the stands. None of them wearing the stripes, though. Now Smith winds, fires, and once again, Corona used that big mitt of his to hold on and get a whistle.
A lot of action, but activity is not producing results. But I think we have the advantage. At some point, Corona will crack. He will crack, and we will win this game.
Dorsey on the draw. Puts it off the legs of the ref. They chip it by Lundqvist, and now Minnetonka is on a break. House is caught halfway between forward and D. Toe drag to the net. Ultimate, the only thing that goes towards the crease is a Minnetonka player as the puck ended up in the corner. Minnetonka tries to keep it in once, twice. Now Edina is able to get it out. Kelly tries to chip it by Taffy? I'm not sure. Oh, big collision, and that's going to cost Minnetonka 90 seconds. I believe Bender is going to go to the box. Edina back to the power play as a mid-ice collision between Bender and Dorsey. It left Dorsey on his backside and Bender in the box.
Yeah, Dorsey, he's drawn 2 penalties now. Maybe that's the value he's adding to this game because a couple hours at Sky Zone today obviously depleted all his energy.
And that's probably where you got your cold, my friend. Dorsey on the draw. Minnetonka comes away. Instead of shooting at the length of the ice, so they skate it out, and all of a sudden, shedding Edina players in their wake, Minnetonka brings it to the blue line, but no farther. Sprague dumps it in. Let's see if we've got the legs to go after it. 1, 2 different Edina players create pressure. They reverse course a second time. They look behind the net. That should be outside the reach of the defender. It is. And now Bancroft on it. Edina tries to keep it in. Bancroft has got room over to Sprague. Sprague, what a pass to Dorsey, who misses short side. Great puck movement by Edina. Still, no actual shot. Now Minnetonka's on a 2-on-1. Good job by Banks. Eliminating that 2-on-1. Shot from far. Banks knocked that one down. And here comes Olsen. He's hooked. We'll go with hooked from behind. We went for a change and didn't put anyone back on the ice. That is very offside. Thank goodness.
A bullet there.
Thank goodness.
I'm telling you, it's the jersey. The jersey is good luck. That would have been a 2-on-1, and that would have been trouble. But Banks, with his Technicolor jersey, he saved the day. And so did the offsides.
Sigstad on the draw. Over to Sandberg on the open wing because Minnetonka is still in the box. Good pass to Kelly. Kelly's got room wide. Oh, good recovery there by the defenseman. They jostle hard in the corner. Kelly comes away with it. Back to Hughes. Knuckle puck goes wide. Mizzle, good job at the point. He puts it behind the net for Kelly. Kelly brings it back to Hughes again. This time a wrist shot. Good job again by Edina getting it towards the net, but not on the net. Mizzle tangled up there, keeps it in down low. Minnetonka forced to pull it to the blue line, and Sandberg brings it back. Sigstad turns, stays on the puck, brings it back to Mizzle. Mizzle winds, fires. Oh, good try there by Sandberg to get a tip, but once again, we missed the net. Minnetonka, looks like Kelly's going to go to the box for a slash. We got to touch this puck, boys. That'll do it. Or not. I guess that didn't count as touching the puck. That touched the puck. Yep, there goes Kelly for slashing behind the play. They'd been jostling over the course of that shift, and I think frustration got the better of Mr. Colin Kelly, and that'll send him to the box for 90 seconds.
Yeah, Edina, we were just hammering Tonka down in their zone, and they were employing the rope-a-dope strategy, bend but don't break. And now we find ourselves a man down.
The Moorhead approach to the first 75% of that game. Gorski out here with Smith on the penalty kill. That puck comes back to Minnetonka at the point. Wind fired, squeaks through, low crease. Puck comes into the slot. Nobody home for Minnetonka, and Gorski comes away with it. Gorski's favorite 1-on-3. He gains the red line and shoots it in the Minnetonka zone. Minnetonka floats it out. Prang has it now around the red line. He looks cross ice. Nobody home for Edina. Minnetonka chips it back to neutral ice, and Smith says thank you very much and puts it back into their zone. Good job by Gorski to break that up. He lost the visual for a moment, and Minnetonka was able to knock it out of their own zone. Banks looks for Gorski, puts it on his tape. Gorski over to Smith. Smith cuts the middle, tries to float it over to Gorski outside his reach, but all things considered, a good way to kill the first half of this penalty. Good job by Smith. Loses his stick, but holds on to the puck. Hitting it to the boards. Good job.
Look at that. Look at him go.
Still going. Nothing small about that kid's heart, that is for sure. Good job by Smith. Killing off a solid 20 seconds of that penalty on his own. Minnetonka now tries to enter the zone. Good stick there by Banks. And the puck back into neutral ice. Minnetonka tries the other side. That pass outside the reach. Dangerous clearing attempt by Edina, but guess who? It's Smith.
It's Wyatt the Lionheart.
Knocks it into the corner. Now Bancroft down there. Penalty over. Edina having their way on that, and Kelly's back on the ice. Owner of the puck for a moment. He turns it over to Minnetonka. And here goes House. House rolls it to the Minnetonka zone. Icing thankfully waved off. 101 seconds left to go. Prang winds, fires, low. Oh, good tip there by Dorsey. Corona able to get the pad on it. Minnetonka introduces Dorsey to the boards. No call. Those are dangerous hits. Bancroft holding it. Now Kelly. Kelly looks for Prang. Prang steps up because he's got room. Shoots. Low shot. Gloved. And we've got a whistle.
Good pressure there. Good pressure in the waning minutes here of frame number 2 with 1:13 left. It is 0-0 still, despite the onslaught
Amazing how parents can be both coaches and referees all at the same time. Sigstad on the draw. Puck goes to the side where Sandberg is stationed. He rolls it in front. Oh! Tried to find Olsen. Minnetonka tries to break it up the middle, but Sigstad holds the zone. Shot from far. Sticked aside by Corona, but that rebound allows it to stay in play. Olsen brings it back to the point. House winds, fires, rolls to the crease. No farther. 51 seconds left to go. Olsen hits the deck. Sigstad hits the deck. Puck comes out of the zone, and Lundqvist is going to have to beat his man. He gets taken down by 17. I guess that's a way to get breakaways. From his belly, Lundqvist fights it out, and now House is on it. House looks, fires, puts it on the wrong side of Sandberg, but good stick by Sandberg, and here comes Olsen. He's got Sigstad, backhand float, skips over Sigstad's stick. 22 seconds left to go. Olsen gets run into, and here comes Sigstad behind the boards, behind the net. House holds on to it at the blue line. We got 10 to go. And Lundqvist goes far side. That should do it. 5-4. Again, as long as there's no silly penalties, that'll do it. Edina chose to end the period early. They just took all their guys off the ice.
Yeah,
that's this.
We're approaching prison rules because it's just bodies flying out here. It's just wide open hockey, and the score reflects that 0-0 as we're in the intermission here between the second and third.
All right, just like we started 2 periods ago, Gorski out there with Sprague and Smith. Smith and Bender doing a stick dance here on the near side. My stick's on top, your stick's on top, my stick's underneath, your stick's underneath. Puck comes back to the Edina D, and Smith rings it around the boards. Gorski should get there first, and he does. On his backhand, cuts back to his forehand, leaves it for Sprague. Sprague tries to find Smith in front, sticked aside by the Minnetonka defender, and now Minnetonka leads the rush. Here comes Bender down the left-hand side. Shot from far, misses by a country mile. What is a country mile, really? Mizzle holds the puck on the sideboards. Gorski chips it back up. Sprague gets it in his skates. Good job by Gorski, second attempt, and now over to Smith. Smith slows things down. Goes for a change, I believe, but ever so slowly. Kelly's on the ice as part of that line. Gorski's going for a change, and now so does Smith. Minnetonka tries to cut up the middle. They run into Dorsey, forcing a shoot-in from the wrong side of the red line, and great play by Dorsey leads to what will be an icing. They don't call penalties. Oh, they've called 2 on him. He's run into about 6 times, but this time he at least drew an icing.
That's what I call the value add, right there.
Whistles.
Number 10, value add.
If he's out there, you know there's going to be a whistle. Face off to the left of Corona, who's holding Minnetonka in the game. Dorsey gets it back to Bancroft, who leaves it for Banks at the point. Good low shot. Another good save. Good 5-hole shot. I like that low shot from the point. Creates rebound opportunities. Prang dancing his way on the side boards. Still has it. He puts it behind the boards. Dorsey splits the D. His body position forces the puck to come back to Bancroft. Now it comes back to the point, and Banks loses the handle, and it comes across the line. Brings it over to Bancroft, who waits for Dorsey to get onside. Bancroft winds, fires. Not that different than Zach, actually. You'll notice Corona sets his hands before shot attempts. If we get a quick shot, we might catch him unexpectedly. Now Minnetonka cuts across the red line. Prang tries to throw a body in the way, but ultimately it's Banks' body, and he is not happy about that. It looks like he stopped that with his bicep. Zach makes the first save, and then the second one gets pushed into the corner. Banks goes to the bench, and here comes Kelly. Kelly shoots from far, stick to side. It looks like the net's off its moorings. The net is not on, I don't think. Minnetonka gonna try and hit the lead man coming up the middle. Good job by House to read that play. Good follow by Bancroft, and that puck jumps into the Edina line, and it's offside. Face-off just outside the line. Banks massaging his left bicep. I think the lighter jersey might have had more padding on it, Chris. What do you think?
I don't know, but again, I just think that if Edina keeps this pressure on, something is going to go in.
Puck comes back to Lundqvist. Lundqvist tries to go over to Olsen. It hits a Minnetonka player, but Olsen circles back to collect it and puts it into the Minnetonka zone. Good job by Olsen. Once again introduced to the boards. Maybe it's where he puts his body. I don't know. Sandberg going to try and eliminate this breakout attempt. Gets his body in the way, forces a poor clearing attempt, and House able to go back and pick it up. He's got Lundqvist. He leaves it up the middle for Sigstad, who kind of collides with Olsen and Taff. And we have a penalty to Minnetonka.
I did not see it.
I think they called that contact in the middle where the two Edina players came together.
We'll take it. We'll take it. 10:16 left in the third period.
Referees and referee coaches teaching the refs how to do their job. Sigstad on the draw, bouncing face-off, comes to Sandberg, quick shot off the legs of a Minnetonka player, and now Minnetonka's going to have a break. Gorski's going to try cut off Bender. He pushes him outside and forces a poor shot. Great back check there by Gorski. Hughes is going to have the opportunity to pick it up now behind his net. He looks to Smith. He puts it on his tape. Leaves it up to Sigstad. Sigstad cuts down the left, cuts to the middle. He gets stripped. Oh, and that's going to go for another
two-man
one.
advantage. Henry just hacked down there as he tried to bring it in towards the net. And this is going to be a decisive two-man advantage for at least 1 minute and 2 seconds.
All right, 5-on-3 for a minute 2. Sigstad out there with Smith, Gorski, Hughes, and Sandberg. Good job by Smith. He brings it back to Gorski. Gorski looks to Hughes. Hughes winds, fires, upstairs! Scores! A no-big shot over the blocker by Hughes! In Hughes we trust to make it 1-0.
Thomas!
Is that a Hughes goal?
That's a huge goal. We needed that.
Great puck movement by Edina. Good step up by Hughes, and he looked over the right shoulder and found Paydirt. Nine seconds into the 5-on-3 means we still have a power play for a minute 21. Smith gets chopped at, loses glove, says, "I don't care." Skates towards the net where Sigstad pokes away at it once, twice. And now we've got a whistle. Smith goes back to recover some of his equipment. And we'll have face-off to the right side of Corona, who's playing a whale of a game. .9:23 left to go here in the third. Dorsey sees the puck come off his stick to the blue line. Bancroft seals the wall as Minnetonka tries to put it the length of the ice, and Dorsey somehow comes away with it. Sprague shoots, good quick shot, gloved by Corona, and will face off to the right side.
Will that goal be the straw that breaks the camel's back here? Will that open the floodgates? Time will only tell, with 9:09 left in the game.
52 seconds left in the man advantage. Dorsey on the draw. Puck goes behind Seven, who rings it on the boards, but Banks there to hold it in. He floats it to the net. Good tip by Edina, rebound! Oh, and Dorsey is denied by Corona. What a right leg save.
Nice quick pressure right out front. Dorsey doesn't earn his Corona, but maybe a short glass of orange pop.
Puck rolls to the middle. Olsen, quick backhand shot, rebound, puts it off the leg of the defender. Banks steps up, winds, fires, puts it off Olsen's backside. Minnetonka rolls it to the blue line and out. Banks circles back, finds Sprague. Leaves it for Olsen. I don't think he intentionally left it for Olsen, but now Olsen intentionally leaves it for Sprague. Good low shot to Bancroft's side. Nobody home. Banks puts it down low to Bancroft. He holds it at the hash mark, steps up, low shot, rebound! Off the hole, and Sprague couldn't pull the trigger as it rolls to his backhand. Now Bancroft rolls it through the crease. And it stays a 1-0 game. Banks winds from the point, gloved and smothered with 2 seconds on the clock. Unbelievable. Good pressure by Edina.
Good old-time hockey there. Did not see it break the plane, cross the crease, whatever you want to call it, but the opportunities were there.
Box! Beckham! Box! Box! We have 2 seconds left. Sandberg gets the puck into the slot and gets the puck into the corner. Thankfully, his Minnetonka's penalty ended. Sigstad tries to pick it up behind the net. Gets run into there by a defenseman, but able to get it towards Kelly. Now it comes back to House, who winds, fires. Good shot! Good chip shot opportunity, and Sigstad floats it over the net. Lundqvist holds the line beautifully there with all of his being. And now Minnetonka tries to skate away, but Sigstad there in support. Good job by Lundqvist again, and now Sandberg crossed the line. He winds, fires, good low shot, smothered by Corona. Good pressure by Edina and good play, keeping it in the zone by Beckham, who used every part of his being, his limbs, his stick, and basic gravity, I think, to keep that in the zone.
Corona's getting a workout. He was doubled over after that shot. His mass, he's tired.
You'll notice his hand's still in the air. Good breakout pass from Minnetonka. Let's see if House can get that errant pass. He does. To the blue line and out. Good job by Sandberg and then by Sigstad. Sandberg goes for the change as Sigstad puts it in deep. Kelly gets in the way of that pass. Good read. He looks back to the point to House. House steps up. 2 Minnetonka players collide and don't let that pass through. Beckham breaks up that clearing attempt once and twice. He turns, fires it in the zone as Edina stays onside. Good job, and now Edina's got numbers. Kelly's got Sigstad if he wants him. He looks, shoots. Low side shot, good shot actually. Corona reached down with his glove to catch that. Otherwise, that goes off the leg and right to Kelly. It is effectively a pass off the leg of the goalie.
Yeah, Henry was eyeing that up. He was waiting for that cross-ice pass there right in the slot.
Gorski brings it back to where Sprague had rolled over. Puck bounces off a few sticks, but Sprague holds it just inside the line. Tipped just a little bit by Gorski. Corona up to the task yet again. Smith, with the help of Banks, holds the line. Now Smith in the corner. Good job by Smith to get it to Gorski. He gets it back to Prang. Prang's going to be pressured there, and now Minnetonka is going to come out with numbers. Good back check here by Sprague. Good job holding his man to the outside. That puck goes into the corner for Edina. And Prang comes away. Banks trying to get his stick. He's getting mugged there by a Minnetonka player. Prang leaves the rush, and Sprague is back in his place. Prang cuts down low, looking for Smith in front. Goes off the arm and leg of a defender, and now Minnetonka tries to lead it up the ice. Banks gets in the way of Frank. Good positional defenseman there by Banks. 6 minutes left to go as Edina continues to put pressure on this Minnetonka team. Banks holds the line, doesn't let Frank by him, and now puts it behind the net where Kelly goes to collect it. Kelly tries to chip it by the defender, unable to do that, but Prang there at the hash marks to hold it in. Good job by Smith. He and the Minnetonka player went down together. Puck rolls towards Corona, who freezes it with 5:32 left to go here in the third period.
I got to think the shots are approaching 30 against Corona. And to only have one sneak by is pretty darn good.
Looks like we've got some hand signals going on from the coach. I don't know how much time we have 5 minutes of actual time left, so I'm not sure we're going to get to the end of this game. Now Kelly shoots near side shot, frozen. I guess the whistles will work in our favor here as there is 5 minutes of actual time. Dorsey on the draw. Minnetonka comes away with it. Good back check there by Bancroft. Intercept that. Minnetonka, though, with a second wave. They floated into the Edina zone. Bancroft there again. This time he gets it up to Dorsey. Another goal right now would be a wonderful help. He gets hacked at. That's amazing. His foot is still attached to his body. Puck now on the near side for Minnetonka. They get it just over the line, I think, and they do, and that'll go for an offside. Face off just outside the Minnetonka line. Sigstad on the draw. Minnetonka comes away with it. Good stick there by Lundqvist, and Sandberg able to get it over to the red line and dump it in deep. Pressured by Sigstad is the Minnetonka defenseman, and Olsen should get there first. He tried to chip it by the defender. It looks like Sigstad got corkscrewed. And Minnetonka rolls it around the far side. They've got a man cutting through the middle, and they find him. We've got a one-on-one against House. Toe drag, puck lost by Minnetonka, and here goes House. House sees the rink open up for him. Gets it over to Sandberg unintentionally. Sandberg winds, fires, tipped. Oh, the goalie did not see that. Olsen puts it behind the net now for Sandberg. Comes back to Olsen. Olsen looks in front to Sigstad, who winds, fired. I think he hits Sandberg in the shin. Friendly fire. Olsen gonna try and beat Minnetonka to the play. They get it to House. House surprisingly rolls it to the near side, and that'll get a whistle with 3 minutes to go here in the game clock. Again? I'm seeing what you're seeing, Chris. Corona's starting to get up slower and slower.
Yeah, after every shot, he doubles over and just trying to catch his
on the
breath.
draw. In skates. Good job by Smith to pick that up. Rolled. Deflected. Nobody home. Nice save by Corona to keep that ping pong shot out of the net with 3:43 left to go and a game clock that isn't going to matter.
Is there a game clock? I don't see it. Oh,
7:13. Oh, the Minnetonka centerman tries to submarine the ref. Minnetonka has the puck on the near side. Gorski's tried to remove it from him. Supported there by Smith and Sprague. Good job by Gorski to go to the open side. Puck comes to Banks, chipped out, and Prang has rolled over to pick it up. Good job by Prang. He chips it out back to Minnetonka's blue line. Minnetonka tries to chip it into the Edina zone. Unable to do so. And we've got two players from both squads with two additional Minnetonka players surveying the situation. Here comes Minnetonka across the blue line. They roll it in front. Quick shot opportunity, bounces around in front. Doesn't make it through to Zach, who's had not a ton of action in the last little bit, but Minnetonka keeps it in the zone. Good job by Banks to fight off his man. The puck comes to the circle though, steered just wide on the near side, and Prang looks up ice as the Minnetonka goalie threatened to come to the bench. He's back in net now, and Gorski chips it in deep. We're inside, I believe, the last minute, but you never can tell with these clocks. Kelly's gonna pick it up in neutral ice, hold on to it, rolls it in deep. Minnetonka making some last minute changes here. Kelly able to hold the zone and put it in deep again. The Zamboni door has lifted. Edina going to try and hold on to the puck, keep possession. That puck comes just outside the blue line, and Bancroft forces it back in. They chip it out to neutral ice, and Minnetonka's on it. They cut across the blue line.
We got a man open.
Good job there by Edina. We've got an empty net, and Dorsey gets stripped of it coming across. Here comes Minnetonka. Shot from far. Whew, that scared me. That went wide. Puck bounces around in front and rolls through the crease. Goes back out in front. Bancroft chips it out to the blue line and out of the zone. I don't know when they blow it. We're at 7:15 of the time. Good job by Bancroft to knock it into the zone. They're shot in deep. All of a sudden, Minnetonka decide to play hockey. That's going to go far post. Oh! Rebound is available, and they bang it in past Zach. Well past the time.
That looks like a little home ice advantage.
I am shocked. The refs did not end the game, and so you got to keep playing.
Now they're calling it 760. Okay, the parents need to stop talking and only put the ref on.
Well, that's not going to lead to a very happy collection of kids. I guess they scored at the buzzer.
That's not good.
Well, a much maligned Edina team as they skate to the ice with a 1-1 tie.
Hard to say if we were out of time or not. I think the goal was scored at 7:15, so you never know. But unfortunate series of events.
I just think they have to sort out this whole time situation. It's it's just not.
It's ruining every game.
Yeah. All right, we're back on tomorrow. Heads up, boys. Heads up.